Everybody's looking for spots. And look at this. You try and make this break, MS Chonburi find out just how hard it is. Down one right now. They've had a corker of a start, but they're sort of out in the open here.
I think that this is a major change with Dam 1, which I'm going to talk about right now. It's something that I identified during these last games, is that they're playing so much more central. I think if you would look back on their league play, they were very much edging it in every single time, trying to get those points where they could. But now they're playing more like a team that has confidence in themselves and confidence to lead the lobby from the center of the pack. And I think that is admirable change. And I think that if they can keep going with it, that's great news.
Infinity do take a knock on the outpost. God Tunny out in the field, actually. So MS Chonburi deal with that position. Nova, eyes like hawks, trained on DRS's rotation. They know they're getting flanked on towards the western side, and BTR are already ahead of them. A little bit of a scrap on that hillside as Nigma Galaxy take some pretty heavy hits on the northeast, as well as the last players from Reject.
The rest looking over towards Bigatron, just down to 3 players after their early unfortunate incident regarding Reject. Bigatron with not a lot of points to account for. This game has to mean a lot here on Angle. I know we've seen Bigatron in sticky spots before, so hopefully they can kind of pull themselves out of it, but with the fields that flood through the center of this circle, it's starting to look a little bit iffy for me, John.
A little bit on the northeastern side. Put up a good fight, but Duello does go down in the end for Reject. They get a couple of points, sure. Good news. Maybe a little bit less than they would have liked. The spray downs are brutal, but Cryptic's under pressure now. Rico Infinity team around the side. The jump out from Marshall finds one and a lot of damage over onto Anas. Escaton once more for the DP, but El Chapo stands tall inside the shack, and now it's just Fadan left for Rico Infinity team on the push. As his teammates getting sprayed down, Marshall can get res, and Cryptics, they send Lazy Boy out on a scouting mission to see if it's safe to go for the backup, but they might not even need it. 6-8 in the meantime, they have downside onto this whole affair.
Incredible hold there coming through from El Chapo. Yes, the initial jump shot coming through from his teammate was beautiful, but the follow-up from El Chapo to wait a brief moment before coming back out again to surprise, that was incredible stuff. But 6-8, they're starting to move their way up here. Honestly, still quite split, and I need to see them come back together again. 33Z tends to be that forward scout for them. Playing from this western side, this is a hope against hope that the circle hardships, but Yu Yang's flying in.
He's already managed to get right up to the shack. 2 players from Cryptics. They stood tall last time against Rico Infinity team. Trying again, and Yu Yang. Oh, he gets burned down. Marshall, though, knocked in response. The flushes will probably come through there. Team Secret getting that elimination onto the cards. El Chapo alive still in the shack as Yu Yang falls for 6-8.
Team Secret actually eliminated both of those players and got both the knocks in that process. So there is an oversight here. Crack shots coming through from Team Secret to make this one happen. And, you know, we were saying, they've had a huge improvement coming through from the league play into the PMGC League Finals. Now, looking at this team, it's not something that I expected one bit. 33Z sends off.
Oh, he's got to spot that. He knows he's in the vehicle. Come on, nice shots. You've got to land these. Needs to change weapons, looking for the spray. El Chapo in the open. It's not just Team Secret who'll be spotting him out now. The rest of Cryptics providing a safe haven, and somehow he makes that cross under the watchful eye of Team Secret.
I think the difficulty with that now is taking Cryptics down to 2 players would have significantly helped Team Secret's cause, but now they have to fly into a position that has 3 players still alive, and they're going over fairly open ground. They're still outside of the circle itself, so that single knock there could have been all the difference they needed.
And now they have treacherous waters to swim through ahead of them. The fields of Core not really giving them too much to go on. The trio from the Infinity have really solid sightlines over all of these fields with the buildings that they hold. They kept a lot of that circle to themselves, and you can see nobody's near them. Nobody's nearby. It's really only MS Chonburi to their north who might even think about going out this way.
This is a beginning for the Infinity, though. Good stuff, up to 6 eliminations. 3 players still alive here. That's a nice nade. Hits Jumper direct.
Oof. Team Secret, they're getting cut down from the sidelines as Mela, he might be out in the blue, but he's playing with his back to it and fighting out very nicely. Got that upwards angle. Team Secret
no
really struggling. Oh, on the northern side in the meantime, DRS and Bigatron both go bye-bye. 2 teams eliminated in the blink of an eye.
That's so unfortunate. You High Boy desperately trying to get away from the carnage, but one of the vehicles just took a fair too many bullets and blows him up in the process. So two teams both get the knockout punch at the same time. Team Secrets as iShot's creeping his way in, but I do think they're now just down to 3 players. But only 2 eliminations. They want to go a little bit further than just 8th place, but it's the Infinity causing the problems. They want to get this aggression on, but it's being stymied by the Infinity's players.
Team Secret are just getting shut down. Senke lands the spray kid now. I think that's last standing for Team Secret. It'll be very difficult to get back from that. Infinity moving out as well. And by the way, in the meantime, Damwon Kia are the only team that still has 4 players alive. Like,
they've been chilling, and they're still in the circle as it shifts over towards that southeast side. This opens things up just a little bit for the Infinity, and I think they have done enough on that southeast side to kind of keep themselves safe from the teams over towards that western edge. 6-2-8 under pressure.
pushing down on them at the moment, as are the nades. 4 rivals they want to send out. They want these kills. They want to eliminate this threat at their back. They know exactly where he is now. Daoshi needs this spray down, but can't quite land all the damage he needs. And there's the off angle. 33Z as well, looking to try and suppress that line, but they were preoccupied. The buggy swinging out wide doesn't even get knocked, and that's beautiful for 4 rivals right now. 33Z leaves Daoshi in the dust. Last player standing, and in comes the swing again. The heal was good, and the flush is looking better. Cryptic's trying to stop this from happening, and they will be able to find one, but will they be able to get the rest? I'm not sure.
It's a very heads-up move there from Cryptic to try and eliminate at least one player from 4 rivals. Pemburu trying to move in. Lazy Boy still on the swivel, but it's Logan. A beautiful spray down, gets one. Senkai under pressure as well now.
Taking a lot of damage, but doesn't quite go down. Not to him anyway, as Junie pinches that one away. I just want to confirm these flushes as well. Who's going to get it? I'm not entirely sure he managed to pick that one up. It was Mela in the end of it. Senke does go down, adding to the elimination total on the Infinity's tally. Damwon also have taken a knock.
Pull that player back up again. They have the vehicles to move through with 4 rivals. Moves up to a new hay bale. Pemburu here in action. Drops a smoke, clears one side. Jasper has to drop to his belly to survive from the more shots, but this is Damwon Kia just holding down a shack by themselves. Now they have to clear some space around them. The Infinity, though, they are on a warpath at the moment, John.
Are they trying to break Damwon Gaming's record already? I mean, we only just had it. I'm not sure there's actually enough people alive in the lobby. But if they keep picking up those flushes, keep picking up those eliminations, they might just be able to do it. 12, what do we need, a 19 record? I don't think it's doable. I don't think it's doable at this stage. With only 12 on the board, 7 remain. They could tie it. They could tie it if they pick up the flush onto the MSC player.
They could. Tying it would be nice, though. Early time to do it, saying that, you know, Damwon Kia, you're not the only ones with the chops on you. But also will give them an extreme amount of placement points, and elimination points would be very helpful for them to stay at the top of those standings. Damwon Kia, though, having this position at 3rd place with 4 players alive, they just need to play this cautiously now. And this is all down to the guys from the Infinity's mechanical skill. But with the shift over towards MS Chamburi, the relative underdogs here, we could see if they can get these eliminations and possibly pull out a chicken dinner here right at the final moments.
Good shift. Nuzi scoping out, getting some recon in that buggy, a forwards position, and might be able to claim a bale or 2. No one really wants to give position away. You know it's hard to actually get that full knock over onto Nuzi if he's moving so fast. I mean, the spray downs, they should be able to get it. That's bold from Nuzi. Come on. Getting up on the tractor.
Yeah, I think with the amount of smokes, though, it's possible. It's possible to go for that kind of play because you know that MS Chamburi holding that position. Like, the smokes in front of them are to buy time whilst teams move up towards their position. And when they get more out in the open behind these hay bales, then they can start to strike. The Infinity doing a lot more fidgeting right now than Damwon Kia, who are just slowly edging their way in. They do have the loot crate right in front of them that will assist them slightly in terms of giving them a bit more loot on board. But you see here, Sung, no backpack, 1 first aid kit. An awkward way to end the game, but I mean, they have been doing a hell of a lot of fighting from that middle.
I mean, you know, you really can't, you want to play a little bit more sneaky, sure. But even at this point, maybe, you know, with all 4 of you alive, you might want to keep that backpack on and play a little bit less snake in the grass. Fabian always been spotted. Logan gets
Great
the
start.
first knock. Excellent opener. You're right, and repositions. It still has a UAZ available. Nuzi still has a buggy. Logan moves forwards, and the Infinity, they've got a lot of resources to leverage.
Yeah, this is the power of vehicles, is you just have a moving compound, especially here on the fielded position. And the UAZ is even more important because the elevation it actually provides you is surprisingly good, as Logan finds out there with a nice little oversight over towards Damwon Gaming. They are now just evening the playing field slightly. I don't think they'll be able to get Fabian back up again with the way this blue is pushing him in. Even picking him up will be dangerous, so I'm more than likely going to say this is Damwon Kia down to just the 3 players. That's Fabian down.
Slow and steady now. The Infinity start to crawl their way in. At the moment, MS John Burry seem to be the arbiters. Moving forwards, Nuzi takes a tickle. As NC2 wants to spray out. He goes right back into the smoke. Excellent reposition that. Drops
Takes
down
some
behind.
shots back and kind of has to give up the chase, right? Gets a few damage numbers coming through to his way, and he's like, I might go for a little bit more, but it's Junie with the longest nade I've seen in a while. Good old Junie long arm.
Is that what they call him?
That's what they call him, Junie long arm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, aye. Nuzi, fairly unresable unless they get behind a buggy, get behind some cover. Nuzi flushed out, and now 4 players, 3 players from down
That
one.
is
It's
fantastic.
2 rattled down very fast from down one as they look good right now. But one of them has fallen as well as Long Arm himself, Junie, to get knocked. Now the Infinity with 2 are on an even footing. Last player Ponzai for MS Chonburi as they move up over the top. Mela wants to pick up these flushes, wants those elimination points on board. But MS Chonburi, they're getting picked apart. Chum in the water. Now it's 2 versus 2.
Logan's got a great swipe though. I don't know if Sung spotted him yet, but he certainly will spot Forest. But Logan's trying to get towards the backside. So close, who spots who first? That's the question, John.
Look, I think Logan's more on the swivel here. Yeah, See-Sung up and down. Forest wants to challenge. He doesn't even need to see him. He knows exactly where he's going to be playing for. The Infinity, they're back, baby, on the top. Chicken dinner.
With a huge amount of elimination